Good morning, everyone. This is Dan, and welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is the weekly forecast. It is for the week of Sunday, January 29th through the 4th of February. It is not solely set for that date, so if you're seeing it on a different date, even if you're seeing it just on a day, and it's making sense for your situation, by all means utilize the reading. I don't believe that the readings, I believe that the readings find us when they're supposed to, rather than when they were originally created for. They're totally timeless, so by all means utilize it. For those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu. My daily videos. In there is just information about the channel that I want you to know about, what decks I'm using, how to follow me on social media, and great ways to support the channel. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, share the video out, or leave me a question or comment. Each one of these cards is going to represent for like a day or two, maybe three. Some of you may experience one of these cards, some of you may experience all of these cards and then some. So just take what you need and leave the rest, kind of thing. So let's see what the cards want us to know for the 29th through February 4th. I believe we're already at February. Like, it's here already. Jeez. It's wild. Alright. Really clean cut. I like that. So our first card out is the Hanged Man. Okay. Piscean energy. Oftentimes about feeling sort of at a standstill, maybe even stuck. I associate the Hanged Man with spiritual enlightenment, gaining that spiritual awareness that will sort of give us the wisdom to understand what we need to know to move forward, but we need to be sort of patient. To me, sometimes it's about being in the present moment, this card, as much as possible, even in the face of maybe adversity or struggle. If we feel like we're being held back or pinned down by a situation, a person, a thing, an idea, whatever it may be, if we're feeling like we're not moving forward, there's something that we need to become aware of, or something that needs to enlighten us. There's a perception shift that needs to take place for us in the early part of this week that should open us up to big changes, right? Big opportunities. There might be something that we're missing through focusing maybe solely on the adversity of a situation, or the slowness of a situation, or a situation not going as we thought or as we had planned. There's something still within this that we need to gain, I want to say, or become enlightened around, so that we can move forward. Because at a certain point, the Hanged Man does move forward, right? But it can be about a period of contemplation too, where in that contemplation, an enlightenment comes, or an awareness comes that shifts our perception around a situation. And I love how we have all of this fruit in the tree, but all of these roots also. So what once plagued us, or what once made us feel stuck, actually bears fruit and grounds us or strengthens us and gives us resilience, in a way, is my feeling. Let's look at the midweek card. Queen of Wands. Get her with all her arms. This is our first time seeing her. Queen of Wands is the element of fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. In my opinion, the Queen of Wands is putting all of her best assets to use. And when I see her in the midweek after the Hanged Man, for whatever we feel like we were waiting on or waiting for or feeling restricted by, the Queen of Wands kind of releases that restriction. She is that big out-breath. She is that passionate desire. She is that like sexual femininity. Like, I would go so far as to say we should be feeling ourselves by the midweek, understanding our attractiveness, or maybe feeling attracted to others. There could be a renewal of our own belief in ourselves, right? The Queen of Wands, to me, sometimes people see her as egoic. I don't necessarily see her as egoic. I see her as like a woman that puts all of her assets to use and has no shame about it. She understands her worth, and she knows how to, like I always say this about the Queen of Wands, she wants to know the rules so that she can bend them or manipulate them to her will. you know, like, or so that she can even break them if she has to. But she's going to do what she needs, right? Or get what she needs out of a situation. Some of us could be dealing with a fire sign, or maybe even somebody that's really pushy. Because the Queen of Wands can sometimes be a little pushy. But if this is us, I feel like this is more about us embracing who we are, what we want, what we desire, maybe even, you know, being a little indulgent, a little passionate, driven by our impulses and how we feel, right? And I never feel like the Queen of Wands, I mean, she can be a little bit angry at times, but I feel like she's more fired up, you know, like in a good way. Um, like I almost feel like engines revving when I see her, especially after that Hanged Man in the beginning. Whatever we've realized almost empowers us and emboldens us to like embrace ourselves even that much more, to take action in the midweek towards what it is we desire. Let's look at the end of the week card. I'm sorry, it's so out of focus, guys. King of Swords, I will take it. Nice little marriage there between the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands. I always say this, fire burns air, it consumes air, and air feeds fire. So these two here, there's a fair amount of action taking place in the mid and end of the week. There's a lot of decisions being made by the end of the week, really clear, logical decisions with the King of Swords involved. He's going to favor logic over anything else. And I will say this too, kings represent that element of fire. So he's very keyed into the Queen of Wands. They make a really good pairing. I don't know why this friggin' camera won't stay in focus. I think it's just where it's positioned. Anyways, if there's cuts to be made by the end of the week, we're going to make them. If there's changes, decisions, they will be made with discernment and precision. They will be made with clarity. They might even be made, you know, like to me, he favors logic over anything else. He cuts through the bullshit. He's about the truth. I feel like this is, with the Queen and the King here, I feel like this is really embracing ourselves and who we are, and owning not only what we desire or how we feel about ourselves and how we see ourselves, but also the choices that we get to make and standing behind those choices. The King of Swords doesn't take any garbage from anyone, in my opinion. Neither does the Queen of Swords, quite frankly. But the King of Swords is almost the most, in my opinion, one of the most kind of not cold, but emotionless cards of the deck, right? So he's going to favor logic, truth, and it's about our own truth and what serves us. That's the King and the Queen influence in this, is what serves us best this week. Once we gain this awareness or this clarity, and it's a large clarity, right? Because this is major arcana, it's going to be something fairly significant, or some realization or awakening around where we feel held back, where we limit ourselves, where we feel stuck to a situation. Once that kicks off or releases, we turn over like a new leaf or a new belief in ourselves. And from there, we're ready to go. We're ready to move, and we're going to move with like strength, clarity, precision, and authority for sure with the King at the end of the week. So let's see what the Absolute Affirmations card is. And it is, this camera is driving me nuts. It is, today is a good day. I love the green. To me, green is about healing. And then we've seen this card before, my energy flows abundantly. And that's kind of where the Queen of Wands kicks off in the midweek, and the King of Swords, kind of where we put our mind and our thought is going to be with like some serious direction and precision. All right, today is a good day. Let me read it to you. Greet each day with an attitude of appreciation for the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. Proclaim that no matter what happens, you will make the best of this singular and unique day. Believe wholeheartedly that everything will work out in your favor, and it will. Set the tone by affirming, today is a good day. So this is our mantra for the week, guys. This is our underpinning card for the week. So we need to remember, even in the beginning of the week when we're maybe feeling stuck, that even those stuck feelings or whatever that hangman thing is, it's going to bear big fruit. It's going to be a good day, regardless of where we might feel limited or challenged. We need to remind ourselves daily this week that today is a good day. Set off in that feeling, and I think that that feeling also opens up the door for the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords to step in and do their work when we need them to, right? Let's look at the clarifiers and see what they have to say. We have the King of Pentacles. Wow, it's a party at this point. Earth energy. Taurus, Leo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Major manifester, provider. I really think this is about taking care of ourselves. All of these kings and queens. Let's look at the next card. 9 of Wands. And then the last card is the Ace of Wands. So I really think that my feeling about this week is that there's a turning point that's taking place. It starts in the beginning of the week where a major realization comes to play. And when I see the King of Pentacles there, to me it feels like the desire of the Queen of Wands and the logic of the King of Swords position us in a way that we can begin to manifest like the King of Pentacles, if that makes sense, right? Like they set up the plan, the goal, the focus this week to allow the King of Pentacles to kind of come in and start to manifest whatever it is we want materially in the 3D. The 9 of Wands to me feels like the wisdom that you get through hardship, right? And we saw last week's cards that there was a lot of like devil energy and like kind of releasing and trying to get free of stuff, and we're still kind of a little bit stuck, but this is the hangman stuck. To me, it's not as chained like the devil card is. To me, we're starting to turn a corner. We're starting to bear fruit. We're starting to get an awareness or an understanding of what we need to do in this situation. We're getting ready to take action through that Queen of Wands and then the King of Swords and make decisions, make cuts, start to like produce better days in our lives, focusing in that way, keeping that clarity. That brings about to me the Ace of Wands, which is that new spiritual sort of vigor, passion, action, desire. The Queen of Wands in the midweek too, she's kind of giving me sexy vibes. Some of us could be getting laid this week, I hate to say. But with that Ace of Wands there and all these kings and queens, it feels a bit like there's a little bit of some like physicality with all of these court cards and the Ace of Wands there. For some of you, maybe that's not all of you, but for some of you, I'm gonna say you could be coming out from behind the 9 of Wands and getting some. But the 9 of Wands to me feels like we've also learned from the situation, right? We've taken the hard knocks and we put them to good use, and we use them in a way that like serves us and is smarter for us, right? Last week, I think we had the 10 of Swords. The 9 to me is about personal completions, but at a more spiritual level, right? So understanding the hardship or the battles that we've been through and how they've wizened us, like releases us to embrace deeper levels of who we are and what we are. And we're really, like, to me, the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords are embracing ourselves wholeheartedly this week and making, decisions from what we want rather than what others may want, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Let's go to the grounding stone. Remember, this stone will be with us for the entirety of the week. It's energy. So this is about, today is a good day. It's like every day set your energy with that mantra. Wake up and understand that whatever restricts you or holds you back bears fruit. There's some sort of enlightenment or an awareness. Know that, like, set your energy to this Queen of Wands, King of Swords, like mixture, right? This Embrace who you are. Embrace what you know. Embrace what you've been through, and embrace what's yet to come. That's the Ace of Wands this week. There's this opportunity to um, aspire to more, is my feeling. I don't know if that's enough of an answer for you guys, but grounding in our energy, being conscious and aware of it, where it's at, how we're running it, what we're doing with it, where's our focus, all of that is going to be important. And when we're feeling like that, Hanged Man is about gleaning that awareness. Instead of seeing ourselves as stuck, stop and go, okay, why am I here? What do I need to know, Spirit? Or what do I need to know, higher self? Have a conversation with yourself and gain that enlightenment so that you can embrace yourself on the level of the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords and begin to manifest like the King of Pentacles. You know? And I get a feeling he's a ways away. So, like, what we're doing in this week, at the end of this week, mid and end of this week, will set about manifestations we don't even realize yet. That is your reading for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and share the video out. Leave me a question or comment. Let me know that you're here. And I greatly appreciate all of you for watching. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and really have a wonderful week. And remember, every day this week is going to be a good day. Bye.